What's happening, community? So here we go, another good Super Sunday. Big special happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. You know what I'm saying? Give a shout out to my moms. She's been a real supporter of me in the whole YouTube thing. You know, she was the one who kind of believed in me from the start. She knew about my collection, you know, my obsession with all this stuff, and she just really encouraged me just to keep doing it. So big shout out to you, Mom. I know she watches my videos every once in a while, and she's like, I don't know what you're looking at there, son, but that looks nice. You know, she's one of those moms. Anytime I put something on Facebook, she's the first one to like it. Even though she doesn't know what it's about, she likes it. So that's a mom's for you. So get out there, do something special for your moms. You know what I'm saying? And another big shout out to my wife, man. She's just been just real cool through all this. Takes care of the kids. You know, one of those moms that just is on top of everything. You know, she does all the stuff for the kids in school. You know, all the faculty stuff. So I gotta give a big shout out to her. But all right, let's get into this. So as you see here, we finally got our Panther figure. Big shout out to Sean Long once again, who hooked me up with this guy. I actually got one Panther, but it was from my boy Tony. Tony, who's out my way, out in the west. So I hooked him up with this and just got Sean's. And you know, I must say this is probably now my favorite out of the two figures, Battle Cat and Panther. Just because I was a big fan of Panther. You know, just he wasn't as a big a role, I'd say, as Battle Cat was, but his presence was still known. You know what I'm saying? And I think they did a tremendous job with him. I love the coloring on him. I actually prefer this over the flock, just because I know what kind of problems that'll lead up to. Because that flock that material is not that great. But they actually gave him a new helmet, which is kind of cool, because he never had that. It looks like Skeletor's Havoc staff, which you guys have probably already heard that. So really sick, really nice. Now the only gripe I have with this figure is I wish the eyes were a solid yellow. You know, I just thought that was really cool, because if you look in the show, especially the newer ones, his eyes were just always that menacing glow. You know, it was one of those dope things. But hey, you know, you can't really complain about that too much if that's the only thing I'm complaining about. Articulation's great. Another thing I wish I would have done is give him a new saddle. You know, just change it up. As you see, there it is. There's that saddle, and then you got Battle Cat's saddle. But still, these are awesome figures. I think if you haven't gotten them, definitely get them. And my man Tony actually has some trade offers up on the Facebook. He's got a mint on card, I think first edition Battle Cat. He's looking to trade off, so definitely look him up. He's got a whole bunch of Marvel Universe figures up for trade, so definitely look him up. He also hooked me up with some more McFarlane figures. So here's the Vince Carter and the Toronto Raptors. This is when Vince Carter was at his prime. I mean, this guy was one of the best dunkers I've ever seen in the NBA. He's one of those guys that had one of those, you know, highlight reel careers, but just never got on the team that can really do some damage. And then there's his cousin Tracy McGrady, another cat that was tremendous on the court, but just his career is just really fallen down just because of injuries. But still, these guys are hell of a players. I mean, I like this. Look at all that height they gave him on there. That is cool. So yeah, these are nice figures. So like I said, these guys were in these uniforms. This when they were in their prime, really. Vince Carter as the Raptors, and then Tracy McGrady as the Magics. So, but these guys are related. They're actually cousins. So that's dope. And then, what else we got here? My man Tony sent me a bunch of Star Wars figures. I mean, all kinds of just a different variety of things. So definitely happy for that, man. Big thanks once again. A few of these are from the animated line, which is cool because I can still use them in displays, say like fallen soldiers and all that. So loving that. All kinds of weapons, lightsabers. Look at this guy. He was a little ass in the movie. So, really cool. So once again, big thanks to my man Tony, man. That was dope. Really happy for all these. I can do a lot with them. Definitely starting to get some more time in the works here. So I can get some more particularly comic book art. This is cool, Jango Fett. It's a really nice figure. Boba. Dropping shit. So there's just a mixture of everything. There's more troopers here. Gotta get more troopers. Loving the troops, man. Especially the clone ones, because I always like their mask. They got the little visor. It almost looks like a little grin. That's dope right there. So once again, man, big shout out to my man Tony for that. Another cat I gotta really thank is Marvel Uni. I don't know who he is on YouTube, but he is on my Facebook, and he asked if anybody needed some DC Universe figures, and he showed a picture of this with a mixture of a bunch of other ones. So, and this was actually the last one I needed for a while. So with this figure right here, it actually completes my whole entire collection for just the regular figures from each wave. So I'm really stoked about that. It's like a monument achievement, you know, just being able to start with the wave, or start from the series from scratch and be able to finally get them all. Now all I got to worry about is all the new ones coming out and some of the variants. I'm still missing a few of them, but as far as all the commons in each wave, I'm finally done with that. Actually got them all, which I'm stoked on. So he's going to be, like I said, I already got the regular Aquaman, so this one will just stay in package. The box was a little banged up, but I'm not tripping on that because he's just going to go on the wall. So yeah, it's a big achievement right there. I wish I would have started with Legends at the start. I would have been, had all those too. So once again, big shout out to Marvel Uni for that. So like I said, it's just all about now the variants, and then picking up some of the 2-packs. So that's still, some of those 2-packs can go for a lot of money. So we got to get into that. So we got Free Comic Book Day, and I kind of missed out on a lot of the new stuff that was out for Free Comic Book Day, but I'm not tripping at all. Only because when I went into the comic shop, the owner was like, "Man, we got a lot of people that came in, a lot of new customers, and they got some free comics, and then they picked up some." Some ones to buy. So that's really cool, just getting more people in the industry. You know what I'm saying? Just like that. And some of these, I don't even know if they're from the newer ones, but they had some old ones out there too. So I grabbed a few of them and get a lot of comic cutouts and a lot of these. So that's what I was mainly looking for with some of the free ones, because a lot of these stories I've already read. But they got some good comic, or some cutouts that you can use. Especially this one. This one had a bunch of them. That's sexy. I don't know if you guys seen the new Conan trailer, but that looks off the hook. I was really shocked about that. Because you're always like, oh, you can't do a remake of a classic, especially Conan. But hey, with this new day technology, it looks so sick. So definitely looking forward to that. But yeah, get out there and get your comics. I mean, a lot of the shops will still have the free comics going on, and a lot of comic shops have deals. Where I know my shop had back issues for $1. Everything. There was no limits on anything. Everything that was in those boxes, back issues, $1. So I actually wish I had some money, going on this week. I would have gone crazy. But Mother's Day weekend, Thor came out, and I got a lot of stuff I got to focus on first. So, but it's all good. Just that month where you got to concentrate on the family and all that. Got my daughter's sports going on, so that's gonna cost a fortune. So she better pay me back in the day. She better become rich. I know Realistic had that video going on to show your mock figures. I don't have too many, in box anymore, especially with my Legends. I would say when I started this, I had about 60% of my Legends in the box. And then just one of those things where I actually seen some displays and said, hey, I got some figures, so I need to do this. And then once you crack one open, it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to stop, because you get that thrill, and it's just one of those fun things. But a lot of the DC Universe I have been able to pick up right before they started going crazy in price. It's just the way it is now. A store in my area called Fred Meyer's, most of you guys know it as Kroger's. They had the Darkseid wave for the longest time. I mean, back when they were selling them for $11.99 after jumping up from $9.99, because they had it there for the longest time. And what did they do? They jumped up the price to $16.99. It's the same wave. If you're not going to sell it for $11.99, why would you want to sell it for $16.99? That just makes no sense. And of course, all those figures are still there. So that was just bad management on their part. Of course, nobody wants to talk either. I kind of asked them a question about that, and they didn't want to hear me out. So, whatever it is. Yep, it's a lot of my figures here and there. Still a nice figure. Really nice. And then Batman. Yeah, I actually found out who Little Nightmare's favorite superhero is, and it's Batman. This guy flips out over Batman. I actually had to sacrifice 2 of my Batman figures because he had to have them. At least they were, kind of kooky ones. It was that movie Batman, the animated one, and then I think the 2-pack Batman. Not the 2-pack, but the one that came in that 5-pack. So, that's what it is. He actually opened this thing up. Make sure nobody falls. Everyone's been falling. He actually opened it up, took him out, and took the other one and ran. I was like, are you serious? But, hey, that's whose favorite is right now, so he's actually going to be 2 next month, so Mom's already said it was cool. He's going to have a little Batman party. You know what I'm saying? She got to do the first birthday, so now it's my turn for the second one. And we're going to do a Batman big. Alright, so now you see Thor and you see Destroyer, and what better news is that? Well, the Thor movie came out this weekend, and I have to say I actually love that movie. I thought it was beyond sick, blew my expectations away. And you know what? It's a real cool thing when you can sit there and debate what was, a better movie, the Iron Man franchise or the Thor. I mean, that's one of the cool things. It's not, what was the worst movie, X-Men Origins or X-Men 3. It's just one of those things where I like to debate on that. Now, I actually liked Thor. I had no problems with it. There's a couple things here and there you can tweak, but I think they did an excellent job. The casting was great. The acting was phenomenal. Anthony Hopkins as Odin, he was absolutely superb as that role. He's just an all-around great actor. You know what I'm saying? And one of my favorite things was actually the Destroyer. His whole look, his height on him, which is why I wish this one was a little taller now, just after seeing that. But when he would do the blast out of his face, I just loved that sound that came out of it. It was so menacing. And it's like when you seen him just going through there, just shooting that off, that's got to be, something else to witness. But it was just a great movie. I actually enjoyed it. Definitely stay at the end of the credits. I won't spoil anything, but it just opens up a lot for the Avengers. So, like I said, it's all about what's next. Now, all the movies have been great. Marvel Studios is really putting in work. So now Captain America has a lot to live up to. Really, it does, because these movies have been great. They're fun factor all around. Humor was pretty nice too. So it's one of those things where, can Captain America do it? I believe they can, because Marvel Studios is putting out some great work. And that's one of the reasons why I wish all the other companies would probably just give them back, especially the X-Men's rights, because I know Marvel Studios, with the success they've had, can actually do it. It's one of those things where, we'll never know until Marvel gets their hands on it. I still love this Destroyer figure. If you haven't got a chance to get this guy, I know he just costs a good penny, but definitely get him. He's awesome. And this Thor's cool too. So yeah, definitely get out there and watch the movie. I think you guys will enjoy it. So, alright you guys, like I said, I got a lot to do today, so this is a little quick update. So once again, see Thor, get some free comics, just have fun today, you know what I'm saying? Take care of your moms, let her do her thing today, and you guys just make sure she has a great time. Alright you guys, peace.